Seraph HQ. I'll look into it.
Hello there, Seraph 17 once again, bringing you to the continuation, of Part 5 in my Human Revolution Give Me Deus Ex difficulty video walkthrough. And this is the Ghosts and Proxy Soldiers Part 2. And what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be sneaking into gang territory. So if these guys see you, it will set off an alarm, you will fail your achievement, and obviously it will mean everything that's bad for you, because they'll start shooting you, shit will kick off, and you do not take a lot of damage on this game. You will die very, very quickly. But luckily enough, all that happened there is, as I was sneaking through, this guy got a little glimpse of something. He wasn't quite sure what it was. I managed to get between some cover so I didn't get alerted to my presence, and then he comes over, investigates, and then he fucks off. The problem here is, when I played through the first time, I had the ability to bust through walls, which is an augment that you can buy that is only useful in a few situations, but it's very useful when you're in them. And up this fire lift was the way I did it originally, and I forgot I didn't have the ability, so you get all the way up here to find a wall with a crack in it, and I can't do fuck all with it. So, I would advise you, there's the wall with the crack in it. There's nothing you can do here except for bust it through with the augment, so I've gone the wrong way. I do apologise, guys, but as I mentioned, I am exploring, so that counts as exploring, and it's not me being a giant retard. But if you play a game, when you go back to replaying it, you replay it the way you originally found was successful, and that was my way of success. So instead, where you want to go is you want to get behind this cargo crate here. Use this for cover. As always, watch your map, watch for any of the arrows to make sure that they're not pointing at you, and when you come to this door, you will get a lovely autosave in this room, and this is the next section of this infiltration mission. So as you're coming through this area, you need to be quiet now, because this is where enemies are going to start hearing you. But if you get cheeky here, you can drop down just at the side of this, and the guy who you just went past will start moving, but nowhere near you, and then you can use this cover to sneak up on these two guys. And these two guys here are going to have a lovely conversation for quite some time, and just be careful, because they can see you when you're underneath here. It seems kinda random, and I don't have the stealth ability just yet, so I can't put it on and go across this gap, and I don't trust the game with how strict it can be to do it while he's looking. So I wait for the end of the conversation for him to fuck off, and then I make my pass on cover to cover. So just wait them out, listen to them talk about a load of bullshit. In fact, one of them is on about how the guys came in and changed the frequency, and they were told they were going to be able to get porn on the satellite, but all they get is the news channel, which is kind of funny. But there you go. He even saw me do that, or he might have heard me, I'm not too sure, but he's alarmed. Just sit here, he can't get under it, and then if you push onwards, you can get to this section. Save as frequently as you can, because it's a lot easier when you can save. And then all you need to do now is just be aware of your surroundings, aware of where everybody is, and as soon as you see that opening, get round this area. You can jump over the bin I was up against, because if the dude is far enough away from you, he will not hear you jumping, and you can get over it and then come to this other side of the container. But the path I just did then, I do believe is the safest. There may be other methods that are, you know, make this look like fucking dog shit, but this is the one I found, and thus why it's in my video. And if you just use these containers to keep stealthing around here, you'll come to another two guys having conversations. And he's on about how this door needs to be guarded and how he can't fuck about and so on and so forth. And you just have to wait for the conversation to end and then move cover to cover all the way around, and you will find a lovely hidden cache of items and weapons, and we will be into the next section of the level. And my goodness, is it hot. There's a little bit of irony of coming away from a foreign country that is intended to be hot to come back to shitty England, where we're actually at the start of our winter now, and apparently the summer that we had was the shittest summer on record ever. Yet here I am sat in my bedroom sweating like somebody with a fever in Auschwitz. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm so hot. Oh, goodness me. But here he is. He stops here on the other side of these tubes, on these concrete tubes, and you can probably go cover to cover here because he's looking on a direction, but I don't want to risk it because I am quite thorough when it comes to it. I am diligent, and then you just wait for him to continue walking onwards. As always, just be careful when you get close to the AI, because like anything else, they can randomly spot you sometimes. It cannot be your fault, it's just the program is set so high, it's so sensitive that sometimes you just get screwed by algorithms and zeros and ones. But if you move that, to your right is the cache with the submachine gun, a pistol, an assault rifle, an upgrade, and some grenades. So that is a lovely little stash. And it also gets you inside this building, which is the next section to the infiltration. And the hard bit has been done now, so if anybody was having problems, through that area, this bit is significantly easier. So you have to go across to this, open this door, shut the doors behind you. The only threat when it comes to opening and closing doors is if you're close to enemies, because they will hear the activity of the door moving. Right now, as soon as he moves, be as quick as you can, come down here, stay crouched, do not run, and then these two guys will be too focused talking and watching the TV to even see you come through. You can get to this ladder, and you've effectively done the level now, so from here on out, it's pretty smooth sailing. But just keep walking across the planks, climbing up the ladders. At the top of the last ladder, near the dish, near the helipad, there's going to be two guys. They will talk for quite some time, and then they will start patrolling. But if you go directly to the console that you have to hack... Oh, I do tell a lie. I forgot about this section. These are the mines. So if you hear beeping, you see a glowing red, that means that there's an explosive proximity mine. And... you can probably hack them or steal them if you go close to them and you have a certain ability. I didn't try to do this. All I tried to do is sneak past them. And the reason I sneak past them is because if you lightly brush the analog when you're crouching, they don't pick up on the vibrations of your movement. One massive warning. If you, for whatever reason, change altitudes, for instance, if there's something on the floor that your character automatically bumps up to get on top of when you're moving, that will trigger the bombs. Another way to get rid of them is to throw an item down the corridor to blow them up, but I didn't want to set an alarm off. I don't know if it does. It probably doesn't, but I just wouldn't risk it. This is the roof I mentioned with the two guys, and if you go up these, across here, this is the area that you have to hack. This is the signal that you have to deactivate. If you've been looking on some computers nearby, you may have the code for it, but it's a level 1 hack, and the level 1 hacks are very simple. A quick tip with hacking as well, if you don't know this, because I only figured it out very late. When you have a branching hack that has two terminals that you can possibly select, once you set one hacking, you can go over to the other one and set it hacking as well. It doesn't just have to be one hack at a time. That was a misconception that I had that I somehow overcame, because when you have high hacking and you have high stealth when you hack, you will pretty much hack every terminal and get lots of bonuses like the nuke device and the worm programs and things. And they make hacking very easy, but on this playthrough I'm not going to be getting any of them just because the way that I'm playing, and when I do get them I will be selling them because I don't hack whatsoever until the second to last mission. But once you've snuck up here, guys, this is the end of the level. All you have to do is listen to Malik over the intercom, get onto the helicopter, and the helicopter is going to take you to the next section of the game, which is the first challenging area and the first boss fight. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope it's helping, and you take care now.